So you just landed. When I'm traveling, I love to do yoga when I land. It's gonna help with jet lag, fatigue, help you get adjusted to a new time zone, sleep better, and help your body recover from that brutal car ride or flight. Let's do this. It's time to feel uplifted. To begin, come to stand at the top of the mat, feet hip width apart, and just take a moment to land wherever you've just arrived. So I like to micro bend my knees and just move my weight forward and back in the feet. Close the eyes, maybe flutter the lips, and just let your body know that you've made it, you're safe. Exhale completely. Good, and then from here, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold over your legs, bend the knees. Important to bend the knees generously here, as you probably haven't done yoga all day. Inhale, half lift. You can straighten the legs or keep them bent. And exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, little half lift. And when I travel, I'm usually tired. So after this, let's exhale, just step it right back to downward facing dog. Pedal through the legs. Bend one knee and then the other really generously. Spread through the fingers. Send the heart towards the thigh bones and the sitting bones high to the sky. I really like to ripple through my feet a lot as I'm doing this. So maybe even holding the left foot like I'm showing here with the left heel high. And really stretching the plantar fascia of the feet. And then other side. It's a nice stretch and helps us ground in our new location. Let's take a little back bend here. So I'm going to inhale, rock forward to plank and take chaturanga, but you could lower all the way to the floor and take cobra. This is just to open up the heart. I'm keeping the toes curled under here and just kind of moving forward and back, opening the chest. I like to take this forward and back motion to just invite energy back into the body after so much stagnation and sitting. So this could look like a cobra pose for you, no problem. We're all gonna meet back in downward facing dog. Lift the right leg high to the sky, bend the knees, stack the hips. Straighten that right leg. I like to do this and just feel a stretch in the back of the left leg by lifting the right leg higher. And then exhale, draw the right knee between the hands into pigeon pose. So pigeon pose is like the #1 place I want to go after I'm traveling because we sit so much and it really makes the hips tight. So I'm just going to fold forward here. You can move a little side to side. As I've evolved my practice, I don't worry about keeping the foot flexed in pigeon. That actually damages the knee joint. So I'm just keeping the foot in neutral. And if you have props or some hotel pillows or something, just put it under the head. And just take a couple breaths here. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. Try to make your breath audible and the exhale longer than the inhale, maybe inhaling 3, exhaling 4. I know a lot of us need padding when we do pigeon pose, so if that's you, prop yourself up, or you can always do figure 4 on your back. For this video, I'm just literally sharing my exact travel yoga sequence. And did this last night when I landed in a new place. And gently press yourself up from that pigeon. And then you're going to turn and sort of face the back of your mat. So you're going to take your hands down and sort of press and see how I rotate. And then I'm magically in Janu Sirsasana, open hip variation, right? So I'm going to inhale, reach up. Get really long and tall, sits bones ground down, and then exhale, fold over this left leg. Now don't worry about touching the foot. It doesn't matter if you touch the foot. Just feel a nice stretch in the left seam of the leg, the hamstring, and then also you're looking for a stretch in the low back on the right side. To me, that's almost more interesting. The fact that I really get to open up QL, quadratus lumborum, on the right side, and stretch the low back, which takes a huge hit when we're sitting so long and traveling. So wherever you are, just fold forward here. If you can, take the right hand to the outside edge. So this right hand's on the outside edge of the shin or pinky. And that, I think, helps you breathe into the low back. So send your breath down there. Accentuate the exhale. Tell your body that it's okay to slow down. That even though it traveled and you might be in a new time zone or new place, that everything is okay. Good, and then gently press up. But since we're facing this way, we'll just move into downward facing dog, facing the back of the mat. And once again, I'm just prancing through the feet. Now, hopefully you're kind of tuned into your body, so you can choose to move through a vinyasa or just kind of ripple through plank and lower the hips, keeping the toes curled under to an up dog, or whatever feels right for you. Cobra, we'll all meet downward facing dog, and take the left leg high to the sky, bend the knees, stack the hips. Huge breath here. And then straighten the left leg if you did it on the other side. Kick it high, maybe get a stretch in the back of the right. Huge breath in. And then on the pacing of your out breath, you'll set up for your pigeon on the left. So making any adjustments, again, padding figure 4 on your back, always a great option if you're not feeling up for pigeon. And then I just dissolve forward. I mean, usually I'd try to find length and open the heart, but after a long day of traveling, I really want to just get into the hips. I'm guessing you do too, so we're just gonna melt in here. Use the exhale in this pigeon to scan the body for any tension. Relax the shoulders, the jaw. Let the tongue drop to the bottom of the mouth. Notice how this side maybe feels really different from the first side, especially after sitting for a long time in a travel setting. I always notice how different the two sides are. Gently press yourself up. Same thing, migrating into Janu Shirsasana. So I like to take my hands behind me, sort of lift up. If you need to do this transition in a different way, it doesn't matter. All that matters is left sole of the foot is now on the inside of the right thigh. I still kind of have my hips kind of open, not squared off. I really like that for the low back stretch. When I'm traveling, inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Once again, option to take this left hand to the outside of the right thigh or outside of the toes to really fire up the stretch in the low back. So again, we're looking for hamstring stretch and low back stretch. Surrender forward now. And just breathe into it. The biggest travel hack I can give you is just to accentuate the exhale. So really focus on that. Over the next 5-6 breaths here, make the exhale longer than the inhale, all through the nose. gently press yourself up. And just come to cross legs here now at the center of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, draw or trace a prayer through the center line of your body. And just say to yourself here, if you choose to, I have arrived. I'm grounded and safe. And here, if you like, you can offer an expression or thought of gratitude for everything that went right on the journey you just took, because so often we tend to focus on the negative. You landed, you're safe, you're here now. I'm hoping your body feels a little bit better after this short practice, and I'm wishing you safe travels and a beautiful rest of your day. From my heart to yours, namaste. Another thing that can happen when we travel, especially on airplanes, is that a lot of the blood can pool in our lower extremities. So if you have more time, I'm going to suggest you follow this up with this class or incorporate this class in the next day or two to just start to recalibrate the body and give your legs a break, get that blood returning back to the heart. From my heart to yours, namaste.